Hello YouTube and welcome back for another deck profile video. And this time I'm gonna show you guys my very first brand new OP10 leader, the yellow Captain Eustass kit. I was first planning to play Law, but then how times went by, kit got me more interest, and now I have the complete deck here. And I can't wait for you guys to show it. My first list now that I have. Probably there gonna be some changes later on after play testing it a lot, and especially Friday during locals. But I'm really excited to play it. And without further ado, let's start with the deck profile. With first 4 copies of Luffy. Of course, look at the top 5 to search for a Supernova card, except for himself. And I play 2 Apu 1 blocker, because if you have this character on the field, besides the Odd and the Supernova, that is not Apu, this card becomes a blocker. And I play 2 Shirahoshi blockers. I think 2-2 is fine. I saw many builds playing just 2 only for this, or just playing 4 of this, but I think 2-2 is the best ratio for it, because for this one, you still need all the Supernova, except for Apu on the field to make him a blocker. And this just costs the Dom more to play on the field. But of course, it has an amazing ability from like when it gets a KO, there's a ability that you gain in life. Those are the small ones. Now, the 3 drops for Beige Capone and for X-Drake. Now, the X-Drake is of course an amazing card of the yellow Supernovas. Active main, you can rest this card as a cost, and then if you have equal or less life than your opponent, you can rest the 4 cards of less for your opponent, which is really good, especially against Blackbeard, since he always negates on plays ability, so this plays around it. And then one thing I have to notify to all for the new players. This card is not a Supernova. Just so you know, this is a Fire Tank Pirate, not a Supernova. So if you ever play against a yellow Supernova base deck and you see him adding this with a Luffy or a Green Bondi, for example, they can't add this because that is a Fire Tank Pirate. And all those 8 cards are also by 2K counters. But of course, there's more. The only 4 drop I play for Basil Hawkins. Good floatability for when this cat KO'd, your opponent stresses his life, then with the trigger, draw 2, discards 1. But with a deck like Kit, you can use his ability to stand your Basil again and make him a blocker. So the moment your opponent declares attack, you can just block with Basil and they trash a life. So that is very strong, if you ask me. And now to the 5 drop. We have 4 Namis here. Just the ability for this card and KO a 5 cost or less character for your opponent. And when you have 3 cards or less, so at the moment in your hand you draw a card, I believe. Let's see, was it 3? Yeah, 3. 4 Satoris, just a 2K counter, and when the trigger discard the card, you can play this body on the field. And then 2 Vanilla Urush, just for having a Supernova name. And the 7K blocker or beater is not wrong. Now for the SS drop, 4 Nico Robin. If your opponent has 3 or more life, just play this card and they have to trash 1. So basically, without attacking them, you can just starve them out just by playing this Nico Robin until they have 2 lives. And with the trigger, of course, when you get the trigger, you're able to play a cost 3 or less character from your hand. So there could be another Luffy Searcher or a Apu blocker, Shirahoshi blocker. Just a great card. And the 2 Cavendish Vanillas. So I think 2-2 with the Vanillas with the Urush is fine. You don't want to play You know what, never mind. I was about to say something stupid and irrelevant. But what is not irrelevant is now showing these 4 copies of Trafalgar Law. Now, this is one of the best high-enders out of the whole deck, because when you play this card, you can reveal a supernova from your hand and place it top of your life face down, and then give a rested dawn to your leader. So this card sounds very amazing in the Law deck, but what this card makes it amazing in the Kit deck is you place a new life at the top of your livestock face down. So in the next turn, your Kit is active again to make a new blocker for your supernovas. It's such an amazing, great card. And since this is a supernova itself, this also can turn into a blocker. For the yellow 8-drop kit, now the second best high-end of the whole deck, because on play you can rest this card and then your opponent trashes his life, despite how many life they have. And then in the end phase, if your opponent has 2 or less life, you can discard 1 card and then draw 1 new one. So this card is really fantastic. And then from the 10 drops, I just play 2 ace. There are many builds that play none or just 3 or 4, but I think 2 copies of ace is just enough in this deck, because you will be mostly focusing on these 2 on your high-end board, but it is never wrong to have an ace for then dawn, for having a rush if you have 2 or less life. And of course, when it gives you life, it's going to be face down, so another time for your leader to use his ability. And these are all my characters. Now for my last one are my events. I play 2 serial events. You'll be the one that should be disappear. Just for ditching non-counter cards from my hand and then having still a counter for 3k. And of course the trigger, when it's get less life, still able to heal. And then the last 2 damn punks. Just first able to look at the top of your life of your own or for your opponent, deciding to leave it there or put him in the bottom. And then able to KO a 5 cost or less character. It sounds really good for a 4-drop. And then of course for the trigger is a draw 2 and discard 1. So this will help you getting faster if you're able to hit the trigger to see certain high-enders what you need. So, and now what I really like about this deck now, after showing this deck, is I have say the way you can set things up and even starve opponent out. So like personally, I like to go with this deck as second going. So because of the 2 dawns and then at the 4 dawn, you're able to drop, let's see, where is he? I'm searching for a 4. Should be somewhere around here. So yeah, 4-drop, you have Basil Hawkins. Now, and then at the 6th dawn, you have, let's see, where's Robin? I'm searching for 6. No, there's Cavendish. Yep. You can play Robin, let them trust alive, then declare attack with a Basil, and then in the end phase ability with the leader, you can set them active again and give them a blocker status. So the moment you block something bigger than his current attack points, your opponent also treasures alive because of his KO ability. Now, then of course on the 8th dawn, and the opponent has 2 or less life, you play the Eustass kit, of course, then to let them trash life again, and then refresh 1 card from your hand, and then make this a potential blocker, or you can make the Basil blocker when he's still on the field, when the opponent still has life. So this deck has some good curfew plays, and I can't wait to test this deck out at Locals Friday. So thank you for watching for this deck profile and my thoughts about it. Like this video if you enjoyed it and leave your thoughts in the comment section. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.